Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. The settlement of Edgewater is located nearby. I recommend speaking to the administrator of Edgewater and requesting assistance. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time. The navigation console is offline at this time, Captain.
Schauen wir mal weiter. Naja. Schauen wir uns mal den Spinnen kurz an.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
Ja, dann. Okay, sind alle gleich. Dann ist es auch wurscht. Und installieren. Haben wir keine. Das ist super. So, haben wir da was? Auch keine. Klasse.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down at Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Machen wir so, glaube ich.
hiding?
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices. I am employed by the Retirement Department of Spacer's Choice. That's fancy talk for working in the cemetery. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Yeah? Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna dock my pay. You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
Oder? Auf geht es. Hier ist jetzt aktiv. Oder muss der wieder?
Miss Holcomb, I'm playing this with the grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why...
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, Roy's family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
What ist diese UI? Gespräch. für euch.
Hey, ma'am.
Okay, das sind Protokolle.
Can we talk?
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
Aha. Ein Händler. Ist diesen Händler hier? Ist das Zeichen? Ah, okay, mal halt mal.
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
I'm not allowed in here. Not since the vending machine incident.
Oh, Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident.
Ich will eigentlich...
Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
Eine scheiß Geschichte jetzt erzählen.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Ich will was verkaufen.
Music to my ears.
Magieaktion weiter. Händlerfähigkeit. So. Verkaufen. Wir haben eh ein paar von diesen Säbeln. Weg damit. So. Verkaufen. Verkaufen. Okay. Was ist das? Ich hab meine Karten zwei wieder. Was ist das? Stimmt nicht. Mal das Glück werden. Hier nicht erwischt werden. Nice. Vorteil, Details. Wo geht er? So machen wir's. So. Das ist schon gut. So. Ah, so. Haben wir denn da schon irgendwas? Aha. Kann man das sagen hier? Aha. Was ist diese? Rüstung 4. Stufe 1. Bla bla. Okay, okay. Klasse. Kauf. Okay. Ja, kann man jetzt nicht. Ganz klar. So.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Das heißt, ich kann wieder Musik machen. Vielleicht kommt da auf dem Kanal auch was. Das wird's mal überraschen. Kilo-Werbung. Passt schon. Das geht. Ich glaube, wir schrauben doch ein bisschen runter. Das ist schon okay. Die halten.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Here they come!
Okay. Alles klar. Wir haben keine Ausdauer mehr. So viel jetzt dazu. Oder kann man. Ich hätte. Mal stehen. Aim ist da. Stark. Das hat doch niemand gesehen. Das ist schon rein. Ich muss aber sagen, ich bin ja gestern vor. Plünderer. Das ist krass, das ist schon Fragen. Munition. Ah ja. Das ist schon dafür nicht draufständig. Ah, dann noch. Aus. Schaffen. Denke das von. Okay. Langsam muss es zügiger, aber ja, nee, das ist Passage und Zeit für Mails. So, Inventar. Okay, und noch nicht. Wir haben sogar einen neuen Helm. Nett. Hauen wir da auch noch eine raus. Wie geht denn das?